Welcome back. Today we're exploring triangle, the geometry of direction, and the first moment that attention becomes force. So most people think psi or intuition involves trying harder, but trying harder actually scatters the signal. So triangle is different. It gives your attention a point, a vector, a place for your system to go, to navigate to. Once you understand how direction works in the body, psi gets easier and healing clarity gets simpler. So what does triangle actually do? What is it? So triangle isn't a metaphor, okay? It is a somatic, that is in your body, pattern. A real sensation that appears when a system chooses a direction. So triangle feels like a slight forward lean, a narrowing in the chest area, a point right at the front of your field. And it can also appear as clarity instead of effort. When your body senses a triangle, attention becomes directional. And think of, the head of an arrow is a triangle, right? Once your attention chooses a direction, the environment around you responds. This is the same mechanism behind intuition, psi movement, and the moment in healing when the next step becomes obvious. So what is the psi mechanism? Why does direction move objects? Well, kind of duh. But in psi work, people often try to push. They concentrate, they tense their eyes, they hold their breath. All of that creates noise, okay? And triangle does the opposite. So it tells the nervous system, here, this point, move from this point. When you soften and allow the point to extend even a millimeter, hear that, a millimeter forward, not physically, but attentively, the psi wheel, foil, pendulum often responds. Not because you're forcing anything, but because coherence beats effort. Attention is a force when it is directional. So let's try this now. Okay, just sit with me wherever you are. Soften your shoulders. Give me one slow exhale. Now imagine the front of your chest narrowing slightly, like the edges are coming toward a point. Don't move your body. Just let the idea form. Now let that point extend forward a millimeter. So no effort, just direction. Notice what happens inside of you. Is there a lean? A clarity? A sense of forward? That's triangle. And you're feeling it in your body. If you're working with a psi wheel right now, try triangle. Don't push, just aim. Aim it at the corner. If you have a square piece of paper, aim it at the corner, that arrow will push the paper. But here's the thing, triangle isn't only for psi. It's one of the most reliable tools in energetic and somatic healing. Here's why. I know it seems simple because triangles are simple, but when the system knows its direction, noise drops, confusion drops, ambivalence drops. You stop trying to solve everything at once. Triangle gives you the next step. In healing sessions, I use triangle to help someone reconnect with clarity. And that's really what we're trying to do. So let's do this. Exhale, narrow the chest, find the forward point, and pause. Almost every time the next movement or insight becomes obvious, triangle removes indecision from the field. And you can use this in meditation as well. So why does direction matter in life? Well, when people feel lost, stuck, or scattered, they're usually missing one thing, a directional point. Not a plan, not a goal, but a vector. Triangle teaches your system to feel, this is the way. And that single point of coherence changes everything in intuition, in healing, and, in daily movement. If triangle resonated with you, try it for the next 24 hours. Anytime you feel overwhelmed or uncertain, just pause, exhale, and let the front of your chest narrow slightly. Find the point. Let it extend by just a millimeter. No force, just allowing. And direction will appear. If you want more geometric practices, side training, or healing protocols, subscribe. This month, we're walking through the entire geometry series. Square, triangle, circle, wave, star. See you then.